Fast forward. We've jumped ahead a little, and instead of having these videos done before our BrisCon Fest run of shows, Dani is finishing them after. Therefore, we have now performed Poncho Keep It Up a total of 19 times across 3 festivals in 3 cities across 2 states, and have just booked 2 more festivals for December. Pretty sexy times. What I've learned and how I'm feeling after my Meanjin run of 6 shows, which sold out completely, is something totally different from my Nam run, which only sold 15% of tickets. Nam was tough. Firstly, I'll address why I think my Mikaf run didn't sell as well as my BrisCon Fest run. I hadn't been on the festival circuit making shows since 2017, so I was a relatively new name for Nam audiences. I also lost my original Instagram account of close to 4k followers. It was hacked a couple of months before Mikaf, so I would have lost a lot of audience reach there. On the other hand, in Meanjin, home turf, I'm kind of a D-grade celebrity, so easier to get the word out. Venue. Malthouse was a beautiful venue, but I made the wrong decision choosing it for Mikaf. It's a relatively new Mikaf venue, so it lacked in comedy festival audiences. Also, being in South Nam meant that it was outside of the festival CBD hub. Less foot traffic. Although the Brisbane Powerhouse is the hub for BrisCon Fest, so it attracted all the comedy audiences. The C word. Yep, COVID. Ticket sales were low across the board at Mikaf, with audiences still scared to commit to shows and be amongst groups that were still spreading the virus. In Meanjin, it's a different story where we never had the intense lockdowns that they had down south, so audiences were a little more willing. Lastly, with the energy I created touring in Yugambeh and Nam, I had enough content and energy to promote my show a lot clearer. I also believed in the show a lot more at this stage. Now, reviews. I've received 3 official reviews. 2 in the first 2 days of Mikaf. It was show 2 and 3 of my total run. And then 1 on my first night in Meanjin, so show 14 of 19. The first review got 2.5 stars, which is not a good amount of stars to promote the show. But it actually read pretty well, saying the show had a potential to be in the realm of a Zoe Coombs Ma work, which is a big compliment. It just needed more work, which is a fair call for my second performance of it ever. The second was on my second night, where I was going massively over time and I didn't want to cut into the Travelling Sisters prep time. So I finished the show without an ending. So the review said it was a good show but needed an ending. Again, fair call because I actually left it out. The third review was a success. After feeling like I had somewhat failed in Nam, I was rewarded with the outside acknowledgement from AU Review, 4 stars, a glowing commentary on my first show in Meanjin. Reviews aren't the most important thing, but it's nice when they highlight, according to critics, a clear improvement of the show after each performance. It's the small victories that help show me if I'm on the right track. Oh, jeez, Poncho.
Get up. Get up.
All right. Look, Poncho doesn't need that kind of reassurance. Sure, it's nice, but my art is not here to be judged, held up in comparison with anyone else's. It is here to be savored for the delectable delicacy that it is. Perhaps Dani has some short-sightedness about our excellence. Yeah, but the industry does need them. Without reviews, no theatre, agent, producer or festival would take a second look at my show. Anyways, according to my own thoughts, feedback from audiences, especially in my sold-out Meanjin run, and a few reviewers, Poncho Keep It Up has turned into a great show. I should be super proud, excited, pumped at what I've achieved. But for some reason, I'm not quite satisfied yet.
You're never satisfied. Always complaining.
I just find it hard to feel excited when I look over the numbers at the end of it all. For example, this is a basic breakdown of my income and expenses relating directly to the making and touring of this show in Yugambeh, Nam and Meanjin over a period of 31 weeks of work. Now, income. Artkeeper gross income, $19,600. The RAD of small grants from City of Gold Coast, $5,000. Gross sales from the festivals, so Mikaf, $4,300. GC Laughs, $1,800. Brisbane Comedy Fest, $7,800. Income total, about $38,600. Now, expenses. Venue fees and festival rego. In Yugambeh, $930. Nam, $5,000. Meanjin, $1,700. Production costs, 836. Props, costumes, training, etc., 4,000. Marketing, 4,700. Now, NAM accommodation, 600. Daily living allowance for Mianjin and NAM over 29 days, that's $2,000. Now, ArtKeeper tax, $2,000. NAM flights, 400. Expense total was in the ballpark of $23,000. Income minus expenses left me with about $15,400. Minus 15% tax and 10% super left me with about $11,000, $12,000 net divided by 31 weeks. So my weekly income was about $381 per week. That's my income for rent, food, all bills, car rego and maintenance, etc. Not much of a disposable income, right? Actually, making that kind of money is definitely not enough to live off, let alone get ahead. Could cause mild bouts of anxiety, stress, depression, couldn't it? Wow.